This is Pam from NortheastWheelsEvents.com at the 2024 Blue Moon Cruisers Annual Fun Run. Check out this 62 Imperial Convertible. What a beastie. What a beastie. These things were over 2 tons. 2 tons of fun. Imperial was its own mark at this point. It's just so cool. Look at these taillights, the gun sights. Actually, it's supposed to be jet. Yeah, Exner had some fantastic ideas, and he did a beautiful job. This was transitioning into the angle era. Is this yours?
Yeah.
This is beautiful. How long have you owned her?
This is a long and interesting story in our family. My dad bought this in 1967. I was 5 years old.
Wow.
It was sold at the dealership that originally sold it.
Which was, do you remember the dealership?
Monte Chrysler Plymouth in Lemoyne.
Very good.
Okay, and it sat out on their used car lot for more than 6 weeks, and nobody but my dad was ever coming in to look at it. So they brought him in, said, let's sit down, and that became my mom's car then.
Wow.
My dad always had company cars,
right,
with bare bones. So
yes,
he loved all the options and the chrome, and this was our family car to take on road trips.
Oh.
My 2 sisters and I'd be in the back bouncing around, and my mom and dad would be up front. And so it has been in the family since then.
Oh my gosh, that is remarkable.
And those taillights you were commenting on,
yes,
they got the nickname Sparrow Strainers.
Oh, I like
soon
that.
After they came out.
I like that.
So it hasn't had a lot done to it.
I see that.
It did have a few things done to it because my mom used to drive it.
We're transferring from,
the South Ridge,
of course, from
started eating out around
the forward look to the angle
he had from the trim line down.
look, but this was the last. I know the eyebrows were always a problem on these designs. So, but what a striking automobile.
Yeah, this car is built so solid that there is a wreck that my mom had with it back in, I think, 1969. Somebody pulled out on Route 15 right in front of her, and she smashed into that car and completely totaled that car. And there's only a little wrinkle over here on the corner.
Oh, look at that.
See that?
Yes.
And there's a tiny dimple down here in the bumper, right here.
Oh my gosh.
Never broke the headlights, and Dad only had to get some chrome polish out and get the green paint from the other vehicle off.
Wow.
So he didn't put in any insurance claim for it. He felt bad for the woman.
Oh, I'm sure. I just discovered I had to highlight this, is the turn signals.
Yes.
How they are tucked up there.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, talk about unsafe. Who can see that?
Well, from the front, when you're looking at it, you can see them pretty well.
Yeah, from the front it reflects off the headlights, but like, oh my gosh.
So when my
what
dad passed
car.
away, it came down to me.
Good.
And someday my son will get it too. It's been in the family since '67.
That is amazing.
So anyway,
what a
I thought
car.
I'd highlight a few details.
Oh, I so appreciate it because, yeah, this car is just a remarkable, crazy rare car to begin with. Imperial was in a league by itself. These were so crazy expensive.
The original owner was an executive in the Hershey Foods Corporation, and this car was about $8,900 and some back in '62.
Yeah.
And you had to be an executive to afford a car like that.
You could practically buy a house for that in '62.
Yes.
Yeah.
And when it was traded in, the styles had changed so drastically.
Yeah.
Everything became linear and straight, not rounded and curvy.
Yes.
And very little chrome versus chrome all over the place.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted it. And my dad was the only one that kept being drawn to it and coming in.
Wow.
They wanted $1,500 for it.
That was serious coin.
But he didn't have that.
Yeah.
But my mom was driving a '53 Pontiac Catalina. And he ended up selling that, and they negotiated to $1,150 and I still have this October 1967 first Pennsylvania registration in the glove box.
Oh, that's great. That is great.
It's a car with a lot of stories.
She's beautiful, I'm sure.
Well, thank you for the attention.
Oh, thank you for sharing. I appreciate it. Again, this is Pam from NortheastWheelsEvents.com at the 2024 Blue Moon Cruisers Fun Run. For more cool events like this and cool cars like this, make sure you check your car show calendars. NortheastWheelsEvents.com, SoutheastWheelsEvents.com, UKWheelsEvents.com, and while you're there, post and promote your events. I'll see you at the shows.